Today I have next to me a Lexus GX460 with an insanely bright light bar installed. The light bar is by aux beam. It is crazy bright, but more importantly and more surprisingly, I do believe it is surprisingly well built and surprisingly high quality. Let's take a closer look at this aux beam light bar for the Lexus GX460. Okay, well, I used to think unboxing videos were really boring, but I think it can say a lot about a company if you can see the way their product is packed. This is the aux beam box, the way they sent it to me. It says 5D Pro Series. I'm not sure what 5D means or anything like that, but let's go ahead and open it and see what's inside. It looks very, very well packed, and looks like nothing is broken. Let's take it out. Assuming this is the light, got a wiring harness, some sort of hardware kit, instructions, and looks like a cool reflective aux beam sticker we got here. That's pretty cool. Alright, so take it out of the foam here, and so far everything looks really good as far as packaging goes. So let's undo the light itself first. This is a 24-inch light, and that's what aux beam sent me. That's what I specified, and wow, look at that. That is one clear looking light. I'm very impressed right off the bat by the lens quality there. I mean, that's clear, man. It almost looks like it's translucent. Like, I thought this would look like plastic. I don't know if it's, maybe that's glass. I mean, this weighs a lot, so this is very impressive right off the bat. Look at the detail in the light itself. See the little screws here, little Allen head screws. That's really going to match the bumper, which is where this is going. That just happened to be a coincidence, but that's really impressive. So right off the bat, I'm kind of fascinated that this is glass. So I thought this was definitely going to be plastic right off the bat. So the fact that this is glass is amazing. Now it looks like there's a bunch of LEDs, and then you got these two brighter projector beams in there, which I guess will throw the light more forward, and I guess the rest of the LEDs are more spotlight, or maybe I have that backwards. We'll find out. But so far so good. This feels like aluminum. I don't think I have I should have a magnet nearby, but here's a magnet. Let's see if this is aluminum. So touching the magnet, and indeed it's aluminum. Very impressive. So a lot of this bulk is not coming from the body since it's aluminum. It's coming from the glass and whatever is in here. Alright, let's move on. Looks like we got a wiring harness, so, or at least a lead here. Looks like a female. So you've got a female end right there, which looks good. So let's check out the wiring harness, then we'll check out the hardware. But so far, this is very impressive. I was not expecting it to look this good. I really wasn't. So again, I have no experience with aux beam. So this is my first time seeing one of their products. So we got a nice wiring harness, zip tied, very nice here. Let's go ahead and snip that open, and we'll be able to get a better idea of what's going on with this. I'm assuming it's just a wiring harness, but it's always a good idea to check it out and make sure it's complete. So we got our wiring harness again right here. And all right, let's get down to business. So we got, what do we got? We got a positive and negative lead to go on your 12-volt battery. And then what looks like a fuse, yep, fuse. And this is the most important part that I was concerned with, because if it's going to connect to the battery, you definitely want it fused, especially with that expensive, high-quality Panasonic battery in there. So let's pull the fuse out. And you can see, what's that rated at? 30 amps. So we got a 30 amp fuse. Let me see if I can do math in my head. 30 times 12 volts. What's that? 30 times 12, what? Like 300 and some watts, right? Something? I should know this. But over 300 watts of juice is going to go to this light, which means it's very powerful. All right, so we got, looks like to be a long amount of cable lead. Now we're going to a relay along with the fuse here. So you can see we got a relay, 40 amp relay, which is good. So that's awesome. So basically it's already relayed for you, and you got a switch. I mean, it's all here. Now some people like OEM switches and whatever, and that's all good, but who cares really? These switches here look clean enough once you install them. It's a round, I don't know what that is, you know, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, whatever. So let's say it's a 1/2 inch. All you got to do is drill get your 1/2 inch bit like that, or whatever you got. You know, you can use a normal bit, doesn't have to be a spade bit like this. 1/2 inch bit, make a 1/2 inch hole, and in it goes, you're done. It looks as clean as anything else. You know, I know there's OEM switches, but I don't think that fools anyone. But this is a good switch. Very high quality switch, which comes with the indicator on light. There's a little red LED in there. So that is very nice. And then we have our plug that goes to our light itself. So I'm guessing it links up like that, and you've got your rubberized grommet to keep water out. So far so good. This is high quality, you know. Maybe this is you know, I don't know what's standard today. It's been a while since I did auxiliary lighting, but stuff like this, they used to not give you any of this. They gave you just empty leads, and you had to fabricate or splice and add your own relays and junk. But this is good. This is high quality. I can't see any faults. And what I like the most about it is it's just plug and play. It looks easy. So I like that. You can't mess up where this stuff goes. You just got to make it happen, which we'll get on to in a moment. Now let's look at the hardware pack, because this is the next thing I'm concerned about, and that is how is all this going to mount. Now I have an idea already in mind to mount it to the bumper, but let's see anyway what all is in here. And what do we find? Okay, lots of stuff. So we got cardboard, nothing in there. All right, let's get to it. So we got these feet, and this was my idea. I'm not exactly sure how these mount. I know that you've got these L brackets that you can put on the sides. Basically something like this. You know, these are just basic L brackets that you see here. And you mount it on here, and then mount that to the vehicle. So that's one way to do it, is through the L brackets. So I may end up doing that. The other way is with these, I think they call them bumper brackets, and that's the other way. So basically, you've got those two brackets. You got a bunch of hardware in here, which looks to be of high quality, and actually looks to be stainless steel. And it is. That's stainless steel, so that's awesome. That's good quality. You know, that's stainless right there. You want your stainless. You do not want any type of, you know, zinc blue, regular standard hardware. This is all stainless. which again shows me the company cares that aux beam is going to give you some high quality hardware here. You know, back in the day we used to go out and replace all this because they wouldn't give you stainless. So anyway, you got one hardware pack, 2 mounting options. What's in this? Let's find out. We got it, looks like to be another pack of hardware and stuff. Alright, so we got more stainless hardware. Very nice. Allen head, screws. This still appears to be aluminum. Let's find out. Where's our magnet? Look at that. Still aluminum. That's a quality company when they make their little itsy bitsy pieces out of aluminum too. Let's see if this is aluminum. That's aluminum. That's aluminum. That's steel. So these brackets are steel, which honestly, you would want these to be steel because of the amount of stress that's going to be on that L bracket. You'd want it to have the, the flexing ability of steel. So that's actually good that they made that out of steel. Now this is all compressive load. There's no shear or torsion going on in these brackets. So these are aluminum. So it's very impressive. Looks like we got a couple rubber, whatever, isolators. And again, more high quality stainless steel hardware. Beautiful stainless steel hardware, along with some Allen wrenches and some other stuff. So this is all very, very, very good so far. I am seriously, legitimately impressed. Again, if a company's going to cheap out, they're going to do it. They're going to cheap out in the smallest stuff. They're going to cheap out on this washer. They're going to cheap out on this little stuff. So the fact that the company cares enough to give you proper stainless hardware, proper aluminum housing, proper aluminum mounting points is very impressive. I cannot believe that this is glass, and I'm sure these screws are also aluminum. I know the body's aluminum. So I'm very excited about getting this on. Let's see about getting it on, and so we can finally see what it can do. Okay, here we go with the installation process. Now this is an aftermarket light bar, as you know, so there's no rules to where you can put this light bar. It's an auxiliary light. So we chose to put ours down here on the aftermarket bumper, right under the Lexus logo. Again, you can put your auxiliary light wherever you want. There's no rules because it's an off-road light, so do whatever you please. Do what works for you. But this is going to work for us because we kind of want a low-profile type of look here without the light bar screaming light bar everywhere. And at this point, we don't want to put a light bar on the roof. We don't go overlanding. We're not, quote, overlanders, so there's no practical use for a light bar on the roof right now. So this is just our choice. Again, do what works for you. Here we are drilling into the aftermarket bumper because we're going to use the bumper brackets that came with the aux light light bar kit here. Just remember, there's 2 brackets. You have your side mount brackets, and then you have what they call the bumper brackets, which go underneath of the light bar, and we're actually going to mount ours upside down. So you can see the bolt sticking through there, and there it is, basically hanging from the top of the bumper. Pretty cool. So as far as installation difficulty, it's super simple. If you're the type that's going to attempt this installation, you already know how to tighten bolts and drill holes and mount the light bar. So the point of this overview is to kind of go over any issues, anything you need to know about, and there's pretty much nothing to know about. There it is, super bright, blindingly bright. We're very happy with the way it looks, the way it shines through that honeycomb action there. It looks really cool, and everything is included in the kit. As far as installation, the hardware, everything's there. So it's frustrating sometimes when you get aftermarket stuff and hardware's missing, brackets don't work, this, that, or the other. And in the case of aux beam, you just have everything you need. We didn't have to add anything at all. We didn't have to run out to the hardware store. Everything was included, which makes the installation process a breeze. There it is. The Baja design lights are flanking it. And you can see that it's brighter than the Baja design lights. Look at that. You know, the Baja design lights aren't as bright. And those are Baja Squadron Sports, I think. A very popular high-end light. And this aux beam light in the middle of them just glows. All right, here we are on the road. So this is road testing it. Now this is low beams here. And we are off-road here in the Mojave Desert. So you're looking at low beams. Now that's high beams. The reason why it might look a little dimmer with the high beams on, and there's the aux beam. Look at that. Look at that. It's crazy bright. The reason why the low beams looked a little brighter is because with the low beams, the Baja Designs fog lights come on with them. But anyway, this is what you're looking at now is the aux beam. Now look how bright the road is down at the bottom. It's insanely bright. There's the high beams right there. So that's high beams. And now here's the aux light. Now pay attention to the apex or vanishing point or far down the road there, and you'll see that focused kind of rectangle in the center of your screen. Now that's the projector lights. And when I say projector lights, I'm not joking. These are true projector lights. The only way I could describe what that projector light is like having like a laser pointing in the center down the road. So this aux beam light has basically floodlights on the outer perimeter and then two very focused, as you see there, that rectangle is hyper focused. So some people complain that that's too focused, but it's really for this purpose. If you have it aimed right far down the road, it literally launches itself a crazy distance ahead of yourself. But again, that the trade-off is it's laser focus. So you gotta make sure you get it centered right. But look where that's focused. Look at that rectangle. And if you're imagine yourself on your off-road trail like this, and you can just see way, way, way ahead in the distance. I mean, this is a true projector light. This is not like OEM projector lights they used to call them. They look like projector lights. But that projector beam, that narrow band in the middle of your screen right down the road, that's exactly what it's supposed to do. And you're seeing it right here, that is lighting way far down the road. And the floods, again, light up the bottom very well. Again, this is high beams right here. So you're seeing high beams right now. And so it's super bright. But there you go. We turn on right there, we just turned on the aux beams with that projector action. I mean, doesn't that look crazy? It looks a little surreal, but it is really like having a laser beam, a white laser beam the size of a jumbo TV screen shooting down the road. Now, the installation process was super straightforward. Again, if you're the type of person that's going to order this light bar, you've got all the mechanical knowledge you need. It's super easy. Everything's included. You're going to be A-okay on the install. The only question with this light, as far as I'm concerned, is the durability and the overall long-term reliability. Now, there's no way to tell that, I suppose. However, this company, Auxbeam, has put in a lot of engineering, a lot of care, a lot of passion, a lot of feeling into their product. And that to me tells me that they're proud of it. They want it to last. They want to be around a long time as a company. They want to grow as a company, and that they're not going to let you down. So time will tell, but as you can see here, it's absolutely fabulous. So we will definitely update as far as durability and longevity is concerned. If you found this video helpful, please remember to like and subscribe. Remember, check out Auxbeam and check out this cool LED light bar.